we're doing episode 3 of Yarn Over Coffee. And I already had my hot coffee earlier this morning, so ran out for a couple errands and grabbed some Dunkin'. I got the cookie dough not ice cream, cookie dough iced coffee. So today I'm so busy just with life stuff. I have been busy with my hands, knitting and crocheting. So I will show you guys a few things that I've finished, and then I do have actually quite a list of things that I'm planning on making next on my to-do list. So I will show you what I finished and what I'm planning on making. So I'm going to start off with some of the finished items that I have. Two of which, so it's two of like the same type of thing, if that makes sense. So the first two being baby blankets. I have finished. That will be sent out pretty soon to those that I've made them for. I did use two different patterns. So I have this first one, and they're both going to be boys. But this first one I kind of made before I knew what the gender was going to be. But it's this green color, and it kind of has these like little specks of like blue and pink in it. But it's, I don't know, in my opinion, I feel like can, work for either gender. This was using yarn from Michaels. This other blanket is kind of this fun colorway. Again, a different pattern, and this is also for a boy. This yarn I did happen to get from Hobby Lobby. But I was looking for something. Mom told me specifically that she liked blues and oranges, so this was kind of my closest I could get to something that kind of incorporated both of those colors. Are for October for boo baskets or boo bags, whatever. I do this every year, and I don't make them specifically for my kids. I think it's always fun to make something and gift it to neighbors. That's kind of like not necessarily knowing that they know that it's me, but just a fun neighborly surprise. And every year I always make a Halloween themed like dishcloth to stick inside. So this year, and I try and change it up every year, but like I'll make a few of the same ones, and any leftovers I list on my Etsy page. Here is, so I have a dark one, but I will show you the lighter one because it's a little bit easier to see on camera. But it is Michael Myers. But in previous years I've done like a jack-o'-lantern. I think I've done like a skeleton face and like a witch's hat and broom. So I just try to change it up. So this year's a little bit more horror, but still kind of on theme for Halloween. I am going to make one more Halloween item, and it's going to be a Mickey Mouse scarf, but in Halloween colors. So I'm doing black, white, orange, and then like a bright purple. Because I actually really love adding in kind of a bright purple into the Halloween shift or Halloween color sphere. I think it looks whoever decided to add purple into the mix, I love it. And so that's another Halloween thing that I'm going to make. one thing I am currently, it's a work in progress right now, but I made this last year for my son's teacher as like a back to school, part of a back to school gift. So I'm making another one for whoever his teacher is this year, but it's going to be a pencil scarf. So here's kind of what it looks like. It's starting at like the tip of the pencil. So you got this part, the like wood, and then obviously the yellow part's gonna be the scarf. It's gonna be the longest, and then eventually I'll get to the eraser. So that's my current work in progress of things that need to be checked off my to-do list. But the last couple items that I have, well, actually, there's more than a couple. um, I am going to be making another baby blanket and a baby hat, and those will be kind of saved. I have the yarn already that I want to use, kind of a gender neutral one that I did find at Hobby Lobby, and eventually I will share that with you. But it is for a friend who's not quite pregnant yet, but the hope is that, um, comes to fruition pretty soon, and she's one of my best friends. So hoping, you know, so this is kind of like, I know it's maybe slightly preemptive, but it's gonna happen. So I have that on my to do, my agenda to make. And then the last couple things that I want to make, I have a couple granny square ponchos that are listed on my Etsy, and currently I do have some available for purchase, but the couple that have been bought, I noticed they're kind of more like pinks and purples a lot in it versus the ones that are still there kind of have a different colorway. Um, so I'm gonna try and make a few more like pink purpley granny square ponchos to list, and then kind of the very bottom of my to make is some granny square Christmas stockings. I've made two for my kids. I love them, and this is um, if I don't get to it, it's completely fine. But similar to like the Boo baskets, I've seen like a Christmassy version that you do for Christmas. So I thought this would be fun to make for that. But like I said, if I don't get to the granny square stockings, that is completely fine. I'm totally fine not making those. So we will see. Um, so that is about it that I have for today. It was just kind of a catch up and of things that I've been making and things that I have planned going forward. Hopefully I'll be able to do some more of these. If you guys have any questions, maybe I'll do a Q&A for the next podcast. We'll see. So if there's any specific questions that you guys have, and it could pertain to, it doesn't have to be yarny, it doesn't have to be knitting or crochet. It could be anything related to like my travels that I've done recently. And maybe I'll try and answer some of them in the next one. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one.